In the field of portable sanitation, one name consistently stands out: PolyJohn Enterprises Corporation. Located in Whiting, Indiana, is PolyJohn's main manufacturing facility of over 100,000 square feet, ready to serve you, our customer. PolyJohn controls every aspect of its product, from raw materials to final product. From small plastic pellets to portable restrooms, PolyJohn ensures Made in America quality from start to finish. Our sheet extrusion department takes small plastic pellets, mixes them with our proprietary best-in-the-business colorant and UV protective packages to create our plastic sheet. The pellets are melted and pressed through rollers to make perfect gauge sheet. The sheet then glides along the cooling track and is cut to a specified width. Once it reaches the end of the line, a machine measures a precise length to cut and then drops the sheet to be stacked. Our thermoforming department is where we make our sides, roofs, fronts, doors, and other miscellaneous smaller parts. It is also in this department where we do some secondary machinery of our PJN3, PJP3, Fleet Series, and other specialty products. Our rotational molding, otherwise known as roto-molding department, is where we make your plastic bases, tanks, sinks, holding tanks, polylift bodies, and other large hollow parts. PolyJohn even manufactures smaller parts by utilizing injection molding. These larger machines work by shooting molten plastic into very precise molds. It's here where we make things like our foot pumps, paper towel dispensers, and our soap dispensers. PolyJohn also utilizes CNC machining to create parts like base, backing, and pump plates. Our metal shop manufactures trailers, high-rise skeletons, and lifting slings. They also work on repairing molds to ensure that our products continue to be produced at the highest quality. Our large supply of raw material feedstocks is an assurance your orders are shipped on time. Over 1 million parts in our inventory stock department is another assurance parts will be shipped on time. The unit assembly area is where our front assembly table and our side drilling table are located and where units are assembled. Our shipping department is where our orders are staged, checked, and shipped. We can follow the manufacturing process along using our PJN3 as a guide. First, the side panel sheet is heated up and then indexed over the mold. The mold then comes up through the sheet line and vacuum is pulled, forming the sheet to the mold. After the sheet is formed to the mold for a predetermined period of time, the machine indexes again and the formed side panel is removed from the machine. This side panel then is placed on a table, machined, and stacked. Excess materials are then recycled and added back into future raw material feedstocks. The part is then placed in an automated fixture table designed and built by PolyJohn personnel to further assure the accurate 23-hole locations and length cut. Once the panel is drilled and cut, it is then stacked to be used for unit assembly. The front and door panels are formed in a similar fashion to the side panel. Excess materials are recycled and added back to future raw material feedstocks. Once the door has been machined and cooled, steel door pillars are inserted into the molded channels for added structural integrity. The door panel then goes into a drilling fixture that drills 15 holes through the plastic and steel. The door assembly area is where a few more holes are drilled and the hinges are installed using rivets. The front assembly begins by clamping a finished front panel to a pre-bent door jamb. Once the panel and jamb are completely clamped in place, the whole cart is then wheeled into the drill fixture. This drill fixture then locks the cart in place and simultaneously drills 24 different sized holes, once again assuring accurate hole locations. After the holes are drilled, the cart is wheeled out and the jamb is riveted to the front. The pre-assembled doors are installed onto the front assembly at this time, fastening the hinges to the jamb. This assembly equipment was also designed and built by PolyJohn personnel, assuring product quality and reliability. The rotomolding process begins by loading a predetermined amount of plastic powder into a hollow mold. The lid of the mold is then set in place and clamped. Here, the molds that make our plastic boxes are indexed into the oven chamber. These molds will then be heated to approximately 550 degrees for a predetermined period of time, all the while spinning 360 degrees in two directions. This will coat the inner walls of the mold with molten plastic. When the heating cycle is completed, the molds are then indexed over to the cooling cycle, and then finally to the unload station. The top of the mold is unclamped and lifted away. The part is then removed from the mold and stacked. All the finished parts are then brought together into our unit assembly department. Once the units have been assembled, they are cleaned and inspected and ready to be shipped. Many of the tools, molds, and fixture tables are designed, built, and maintained by PolyJohn. This ensures quality from start to finish. PolyJohn is a family-owned, state-of-the-art manufacturing company dedicated to providing its employees with a work environment committed to excellence and its customers with innovative products, services, and technology that meet or exceed their requirements. When you think of the highest quality products delivered when you need them, with global-friendly, helpful, and professional services, think of PolyJohn.